Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is for those of you, and the only reason I'm saying it is because tea, tea bag, sugar, medicine, filter, earth, life, life and earth, the medicine, the sugar, the tea bag. The tea bag is, guess what? We are the tea bags. We are the tea bags, our organs. So I want to say is it's very, very simple. The letter A is 1. The letter Z is 26, the 26th letter. That is basic. Now you get every single placement of the letters. Now I'm saying this because of I don't take any sugar in my coffee or my tea. Mind you, sugar is actually known as, is there a sugary taste in honey? Honey doesn't have any added sugar, but it's sugar in itself. I'm not talking white sugar. Now we have to get specifics. So now sugar. Now let me just explain it. So whatever word you have, okay, let's take it. I'm going to the really basic. The word T. The T is the 20th letter. The A is the first letter. The E is the fifth letter. It totals, okay, 26. That's it. Dog totals 26. And you just take the totals of the numbers, you add them up, and then what Mighty Messer does, I see, is he's doing auto reverses, which means in order to make a triangle, you need 3 sides, plus you need the fold over, or you need the original letter you start with for whatever reason, and it does, you multiply it by 3 and then add on that number. Or you can minus the number, that you can have the actual size, okay, but minus the number because you made a hole in something, but the size didn't diminish. It just tells you now you have a hole. That's what I think A is, okay. B is telling you it has 2 sides. This is what I do. Mighty Messers, okay, and what I do at the same time, we just do the whatever your name is. If your name is Jack, Jack is the 10th letter, the first letter, C is the third letter, K is the 11th letter. It totals 25. Now in short Jack, all I'm going to do is take the letters and add everything to a single digit. J is 1, A is 1, C is the third letter, and K is the 11th letter. 1 and 1 is 2. Jack is all about ABC and nothing more. It's plug-in. But I use the word plug-in because what I'm doing is I make relationships. Hello, number 11. You look like a plug in the wall. So I'm going to call you plug-in. If you are round circles, plug-in, I'd say you'd be from somewhere in Europe where their plugins are round circles. This is what I do. So it's all basic. It's all really, really basic. And then from letters, I create designs, etc., etc. But since I started this video, let me end this video. Okay. I did this yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, blah, 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 all the way up. Once you add 3 numbers, you will always get 3, 6, 9 to a single digit. Now, if I multiply it, multipliers go nowhere. 1 times 8, I went nowhere. So I must be something coming in an area that's already existence, but I'm filling up the gap, so a little air went out and I went in. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. See what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to put a straight line across this and separate it. Add another circle inside, but I want that circle. Anyways, let's not even talk about that. The other thing I wanted to mention, don't want to talk about that either. So I think we're going to just let it just the way that is. But I had something that I was thinking that when you multiply something by 1, it goes nowhere. So if you multiply it by 2, it means separation at 2. If you multiply it by 3, that third area says I have the one area, which is the I, okay, which is the I, and then the second area, which is the second I, and the third area, which is the third I. But from these I's, if you continue, okay, if you continue, you end up with this. You end up with 3 circles. And here's the center of one, the center of the other, and this one over here. And you bring it all together and it becomes the nose of its matter, right? All 3 of them end up to be in the center over here. If this was football, right, the center yard line would be over here. right? 40, 40, 40, 40, right? 40 yards up to here. Or is this a whole field? This is a whole field here and a whole field here. It depends what we want to do for our field, right? The moon, in other words, has this world over here. And then sometimes you see a quarter moon, it shows this world over here. But when the sleeve or the drain, you ever open a drain, how it opens the eye, or it'll be over here. Now the question is it the same pipe that you see the three sides of the drain? One drain here, pointing this way to drain, pointing this way to drain, the light coming in from this side, the light, or the head-on light, or you've seen this moon or this moon. Which drain are we talking about? Anyways, let's not get into that. I don't know if you understood. You saw what I did over here. I'd like to explain to you the drain system. You know what it is? It's the other thing about the other thing about a triangle and three sides, right? We don't need a floor. If we don't make the pyramid, we don't make the floor. But three sides, right? The design that I did yesterday, three sides, okay? Three sides, this side and this side, and then the bottom. We don't need this bottom, we only need two sides. Well, let's not get into that. We have three sides, okay? If I don't put anything on the bottom, we have an open side. Now, I'm just thinking, I don't remember where I was going with this. I have three sides. I'm thinking. Let's just wait a second. I'm still thinking. I had it in my head, now I lost it. Got nothing there right now. Three sides to the triangle. And oh yes, okay, it's not three sides. It was, yes, I gotta go from the top to the bottom. Okay, it's this way, and this way. It's elongated. It's three of them, elongated, and it's closed. Okay, so let me try and show you what it actually looks like. I'm gonna, just give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. All right. And see that? See that? Now, what's going to happen is these are the three sides, and I have a little cutout. Full on one side, cut out of the other side, could be showing me letters. But this is what it is. The pole goes in here, and it spins around three sides. And then there's a duplicate that's over here, three and three sides. Here's your area spinning around, or it can be spinning here. We're talking about Earth. We're spinning like this, talking about Earth. Where we're going to have the least slide. You want to talk about two things of Earth? How about this? The oceans, the movement of the oceans. I mean, I'm saying so many things right now. Hold on a second. I gotta bring in. Let's say this. Let's say there were two planets over here, right? And the ocean goes all the way around the two. You slow down the oceans. You speed up the oceans. And these are all the things to do. These are the land and the oceans and the energy. And we don't feel it because of the way the energy works, which I don't know about energy, but if you started telling me about energy, I'd explain to you what it can be done. So these are two different islands. In between is the water and our movement around the oceans, with the oceans maybe moving around the sun, and maybe that's why we don't see the speed, because it's the oceans that are moving and not us. But anyways, whatever, they could be whatever. You just know what I'm talking about. And the other thing about this is that I think I just found my polar cap to this. Well, you see what I'm saying? And over time it blew sand, right? If you see the point that I did in here, I can have one on each end, or I can connect two ends. Anyways, went too far in this video. Thank you for watching.